How to reduce redundancy in English? Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a king who used to be very harsh on his subjects. People could no longer stand his suppressive attitude. And there then came a wise man who, through the knowledge from his previous experience, overcame the king in 3 years' time. Nice story, isn't it? But did you notice something? That a lot of words in the story are not really necessary, as they don't really add any meaning to the story. For example, once upon a time there was a king. Well, what's the harm in saying once there was a king? Practically, that's what you mean. So, upon a time became redundant. Hi, my name is Imelda, and I will be sharing few tips with you to avoid redundancy in English. Let's first discuss what redundancy or redundant phrase mean. Redundant phrase are those set of words which do not serve actual purpose in the sentence, apart from making a sentence lengthy. Practically, you will have few words to tell you what the sentence actually means, but those extra set of words just make those sentence lengthy, and probably it make the sentence sound a little better, which is quite okay. However, redundancy in English actually results sometimes in grammatical errors, and that's why we need to be quite watchful of what we are saying. Let's take few examples. The first is point in time. A lot of people use this phrase point in time when they are discussing something that has either actually happened or is about to happen. For example, at that point in time, people could not take his suppressive attitude. You don't need the point in time. You can either say at that moment or at that time. This is good enough. At that time or at this time, at that moment or at this moment. So when you say at that moment, people could not take his suppressive attitude any longer, you mean at that so-called point in time, people could not take his attitude. The second is basically. If you've noticed, if a salesman comes to you and he's trying to sell you a product and he starts like this, basically, this item will help you in this way. What is basically? Basic means something underlying. True, but do you really need that phrase here or that word here? If you say, this item will help you in this way, it means the same. Basically has no value to that sentence. So if you're speaking in English and when you're explaining something, avoid the term basically or the word basically, as it does not add any value to the sentence. So we do away with this. The third one is a year's time. This is grammatically incorrect because a year is already a period of time. It consists of 365 days. So when you say, in 10 years' time, you will see the city developed, it's actually wrong. You can actually say, in 10 years, you will see the city developed in this particular fashion. You don't really need time because you're talking about time twice. So please do not use time when you're saying in 3 years' time or I will be a doctor in 5 years' time. No, I will be doctor in 5 years from now. So years is good enough. The fourth is previous experience. Tell me what is wrong in this. Guesses? No? Okay. Experience is always gained from the past knowledge. That means something has already happened and you learned from it. So why do you need previous? Because experience always comes from facts that happened in the past. You don't need past experience. My past experience, I did this, or this happened to me. No, that's wrong again. You don't need past, you don't need previous experience. When you say, I've got, or in my experience, I have done something like this, or something occurred to me like this. So you use the word experience. You never say, in my previous experience, I have seen people talking in certain fashion. So, bottom line is, please do not use terms such as past or previous when you're talking about experience. The second or the next one is whether or not. So big, whether or not. Why do you want to use your vocal cords so much? Just say the word. If. It's incorrect. I'll not say incorrect, but it's rather wordy and lengthy to say, I don't know whether or not you are going to come to my party. I don't know whether or not the British government is going to do something favorable for us or non-favorable for us. You rather say, I don't know if you are going to come to my party. So much simple. So many less words. You don't really need whether or not. Unless you are trying to be very narrative and you're trying to buy time, you use certain phrases such as whether or not. Otherwise, please keep it simple. Just say, if. I don't know if I would like that particular shirt. I don't know if he likes that shirt. Not, I don't know if whether or not he will like the shirt. So forget about whether or not, just say if. Then we have my favorite, the reason why. Why is already your question. Answer to why is the reason. So why do you have to say reason and why together? Just say the reason is. Let me give you an example. If you have a salesperson, these phrases are good for salespeople. If you have a salesperson and you're trying to ask a question, why would I need this? And he comes up with a sentence. The reason why you need a laptop is because you want to take it wherever you want. The reason why you need laptop is because, you see, just say, very simple. Either you say because or you say the reason is. So either you say you need a laptop because you can take this wherever you go, or you say the reason is that you can take this laptop wherever you go. You don't have to use the reason why you need the laptop is because you want to take the laptop wherever you go. See the difference? It's so wordy, it's so lengthy. And the more and more you speak when you're trying to do a sales or trying to do a presentation, lengthy words, redundant words will actually result either in grammatical errors or you will lose the attention of your audience. So just remove those words. The next word, which again is grammatically wrong, is very unique. Unique is already something which is one of a kind or very rare. You don't need very unique. If you say very rare, it's still acceptable. Very unique is wrong. So you say this particular gemstone is very unique because it is very, I'm sorry, my bad. This particular gem is unique. Either you say it's very rare or you say unique. You do not use very unique together because again, this is grammatical error. Then we have the length and breadth of a period. Why? Why do you want to do that? I understand you love mathematics, but please avoid that term. You can say during a period or throughout a period. Either of these means the same. That means throughout the year, something happened. For example, throughout the year, the business grew very well. Or during this year, the business did remarkably well. You don't have to say through the length and the breadth of this year, the business grew very well. Don't have to. Keep it short, keep it simple. You will be able to improve your language style and speaking skills. So it's during a period or throughout a period. Rather avoid length and breadth of period. It is very wordy. The last is the very moment. Tell me what is wrong here. Moment actually means a fraction of time. Probably this is the time. So this is the fraction of time. This particular phrase of time. If you shift it here, this and this are not the same. So you didn't need very moment. You say at that moment or at this moment. The very moment is wrong. It's the moment, that moment, or this moment. I hope you really enjoyed or understood this lesson, and I'm sure when you read books or when you watch something, you will be able to figure out certain phrases which you think or you might think that they're actually redundant. So this brings us to the end of this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new. Next time when you speak to someone, be careful of these phrases, and perhaps if you want to share some more tips about how to reduce such phrases, do let me know. Until I come back with a new lesson, have fun, stay healthy, and have fun learning English. See ya!